Don't dare ref that. She got the ball. Good morning, Tottenham fans all across the world, and hopefully you're all having a great start to your day this Wednesday morning. And it's a busy week for Tottenham with a lot happening both on and off the pitch. However, the reason why I've gathered you all here today is to give you an update on what's been happening in the academy this summer. We'll take a look at who's been released, who has made loan moves, who has signed new contracts, and how the under-18s and under-21s have started their season. Now, a lot of time and research does go into this, so I would appreciate if you could smash that like button for us. But let's get straight into it because we have a lot to get through. And we will start with 4 academy graduates that have been released by Tottenham over the course of this summer. Charlie Sayers, Billy Heaps, Kieran Morgan and Han Wilhoft King have all been released from Tottenham this summer, and we wish them the very best of luck in their future endeavours. Moving into players who have made a permanent transfer away from the club this summer from the academy, and one is Jude Sunsup-Bell, who of course Paratici signed from Chelsea only a couple of seasons ago, but he has left the club on a permanent basis after agreeing a deal with Spanish second division side Cordoba. The 21-year-old moved on a free transfer with Spurs due to bank 40% of any future sale through a sizable sell-on clause. Sunsup-Bell did not make a senior team appearance for Tottenham in his short spell in North London, but was an integral part of the under-21 league last season. So a good move for Sunsup-Bell as he can go out now, build his career rather than getting swallowed up in Tottenham's loan system. With the emergence of the likes of Mikey Moore, Jamie Donnelly, Will Lancashire, it's hard to see where Sunsup-Bell will get his minutes in the future, and I think the right move has occurred here. Academy graduate Niall John, who's been with the club for 14 years, has also been sold to Portugal second division side CD Firenze. John made 24 appearances for Spurs Premier League 2 side last season, scoring 4 goals and adding 3 assists on the way to 2 youth league trophies. After joining the club as a young lad and working his way up through the ranks, John made 2 senior appearances for Tottenham against Pacos de Ferreira in the Europa Conference League and also against Wolfsberger in the Europa League, and was, like I said, at the club for 14 years. Very sad for Niall John, one that maybe people didn't see coming, especially because he started to emerge under Nuno. However, for whatever reason, it never really kicked on from there. And again, the right move as he is on the older side of the under-21s. And again, we wish him the very best of luck. Now, moving into players that have got a loan move away from the academy this summer, and Matthew Craig has joined League One side Barnsley on a season-long loan after spending the latter half of last season on loan to Doncaster Rovers, of course, helping Doncaster get into the playoff spots and ultimately going back to Barnsley, another club that will be pushing for the automatic promotion. It's a good loan move for Craig. And also, he's one that doesn't seem to garner the same reputation as a Abbott or as a Hall. So be very interested to see how he gets on and what Tottenham's future plans are for Craig. But we wish him the best of luck with his new home for the season. Under-18 goalkeeper Kerry Blodorn has joined National League side Aveley on a season-long loan for 24-25 campaign. The 18-year-old goalkeeper has progressed through our academy system and signed his first professional contract with us earlier this year. He has prior experience in non-league playing matches for Southern League Division 1 Central club Berkhamsted during the 22-23 season. Last season, he was virtually ever present for our under-18s before missing the last few weeks of the season through injury. So we wish him the best of luck. A bit like what they done with Keeley last year, sending him down to the National League. He got on very well, and now it's Kerry's turn. This one does come as a surprise, but Donnelly did agree a new 1-year contract extension to his previous contract, which will now run until 2028. And this extension does show Tottenham's commitment that Donnelly is a part of the future plans and also how highly they rate the versatile forward. And he's also gone and joined League One side Leyton Orient on a season-long loan. Donnelly made his Premier League debut for Spurs last December against Man City, 1 of 4 that he's made so far. And this one came as a little bit of a surprise for me. However, Jamie Donnelly did say on his move to Leyton Orient that he wanted to get out and play first-team football. So fair play to the kid, looking after his own career. I absolutely love that. And that valuable experience that he'll gain on loan will only make him a better player and give him more of a chance to get into Tottenham's first team next season. Ashley Phillips has also decided to leave the club on loan, joining Championship side Stoke City on a season-long loan. And what's interesting about this one is Schumacher was the old Plymouth boss who was responsible for bringing him to Plymouth on loan last season. So you'd only think that he's going to take very good care of him at Stoke City and that a lot of games should come his way. And hopefully he can keep developing. I'm surprised by this one because of the lack of defensive cover we have. However, the club have allowed him to go out on loan, and hopefully Ashley Phillips can shine like he did at Plymouth. Now into a couple of contract renewals, and Will Lancashire has signed a new contract with the club that will run until 2029. And this contract renewal should come as no surprise to absolutely anybody. Of course, Will Lancashire, an integral part for the under-21s last season, scoring 32 goals across the campaign for them, and it was a massive help for them winning that Premier League 2 as well, and also named Premier League 2 player of the season. And at 19, with the minutes that he took in pre-season as well, he looks a really good prospect, and no surprise that Tottenham have tied this guy down further. Another one that signed a new contract this summer is Mikey Moore, to the relief of many Spurs fans. Of course, there was a lot of big clubs chasing him, like Chelsea, Real Madrid, Dortmund, Barcelona, to name a few, that were very interested in the guy's signature. And what a player we have on our hands from what we've seen in pre-season, from the under-21 game I watched the other night. I'm really delighted Tottenham have been able to tie him down to his first professional contract. Congratulations to Mikey Moore. This is a generational talent and a great bit of business by Spurs to be able to tie him down. Now, moving into a couple of cup competitions for the under-21s that they will be taking part in this season, and the draw for the group stage of 24-25 EFL trophy has been made, with our under-21s placed in Southern Group G against Bristol Rovers, who we already bet. That game has already happened. We drew with them over the course of 90 minutes, but the way it's decided, you know, that you can't have a draw, you have to have a winner. So Tottenham went on to win that on penalties, which was absolutely great to see. And also Exeter City and Swindon Town. Now we will face each of the three clubs in our group all away from home, which is a tough ask of the lads to be able to get out because they are playing against full senior sides. But it's also a great way for them to be able to gain that experience that they need before they even make the jump up into the senior team. Tottenham under-21s will also participate in the Premier League International Cup this season for the first time since 2018. The idea of the competition is to give Category 1 academies in England the opportunity to test themselves against European youth sides. The Premier League International Cup features 12 of England's best academy sides against 12 of the top development squads in the rest of Europe. We have been drawn in Group A and will face Valencia, Monaco, Ajax and Dynamo Zagreb in the initial phase of the tournament. Each PL2 club will play each of the 4 international clubs in their group. The Premier League 2 teams do not face each other, neither do the international teams play one another in the group stage. The top 2 teams from each group and the 2 best third-place teams advance to the quarterfinals. And in the knockout stages, the ties are decided in one-off matches with extra time and then penalties required if the match is level after 90 minutes. And all of Tottenham's games for this competition will be played in England. And I'm absolutely delighted to see this. This is the reward of winning that Premier League 2 Cup or League last season. We get to test ourselves against some of the best academies in the world. And what I really like about it is as well, we can get our eyes on some of their academy prospects that we might think is tasty, that we think we can try and lure over here. You look at, for instance, Viskovic, that we've already signed from Croatia. Getting a look at the Zagreb Academy, you know, would be absolutely ideal for Tottenham. We've had some great Croatian players in the past. Ajax Academy always producing players. Monaco as well, down the years as well. So we've got some great academies that we're coming up against, and hopefully we can get some scouts down, start watching some of their players and lure some of them over to Tottenham Hotspur. And then moving into the under-18s, Tottenham have announced 13 young players who have formally joined our under-18s as full-time first-year scholars. In attack, we welcome George Feeney, who has joined our academy from Glentoran in Northern Ireland, where he made 10 appearances for their first team last season, scoring 1 goal. And the forward is also a son of former Northern Ireland international Warren Feeney, if anyone remembers him from his Luton days. And also Reece Elliott Paris, as also a striker, has been promoted from the under-16s up to the under-18s. Leon Murtaj, Albanian under-17 international, has also been promoted to the under-18s, and this is one that John Wenham of the Lily White Rose also believes Tottenham have high hopes for, and one we should keep an eye on, alongside Miracle Adewole, who is a winger, also promoted from the under-16s into the under-18s this season as well. And to complete the wingers, Tynan Thompson, Croydon-born, is also being promoted from within from the under-16s to the under-18s. Midfielder Harry Byrne from Croydon, who's also been with the academy since 7 years of age, has also been promoted to the under-18s, so congratulations to him. Sticking with midfield, Jamal Beggs and Ronnie Moncur, who is grandson of former West Ham player John Moncur. And the last midfielder promoted to the under-18s this summer has been Ty Hall. I know initially people would say, Dave, is any relation to Tyrese Hall? Upon my research, I do not think there is any relation there whatsoever. And then moving into the back line, Malachy Hardy, who's also an England underage international, has also been promoted alongside Elijah Upson, who, if anybody remembers, Matthew Upson, the centre-back, that is his father. He's also been promoted along by Samal Bangura and Dylan Thompson, who we signed off Norwich last season, also promoted to the under-18s. And then so far this season, Tottenham under-21s have had 3 games. They bet Chelsea 2-1 with Tyrese Hall bagging a brace on the night. Also, like I said earlier on, Tottenham beating Bristol Rovers in penalties in the Football League Trophy, with a bad loss to Newcastle at the weekend. And on Friday, amongst deadline day and Europa League draw, we also play Southampton at 7 o'clock, which we will be hoping to do a watch along for. And then moving into the under-18s, they opened the season with a 6-4 win against Crystal Palace, also beating Fulham 5-1. And then in the under-18 Premier League Cup group stage, they did suffer a loss to Leeds. And the next game coming up is a game against Brighton, which I might see if I can actually watch, see what sort of players Brighton have coming through their academy, because they do have a really good scouting system. But everyone, that's the update on the academy. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. A lot to get through, like I said. A lot has gone on over the course of the summer. So I said I'll give you a quick run through, keep you updated on what has gone on. If you haven't liked the video, please smash that like button. Please smash the subscribe button if you're new, and give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, Carabao Cup draw tonight, so stay tuned. Let's see what we get. As always, come on, you Spurs. In the big hands we trust. We never stop.